Hello and welcome to round 8 of the TW Steel DMAX Championship here at Clay Pigeon. Carter is leading by 38 points, and because of his consistency, he hasn't been out of the top 3. Good results from Coxall and Wisniewski could lead to a shuffle from 5th to 9th. David Vincent isn't here. I think it's because he's trying to avoid my interviews.
During qualifying, Chris Carter took pole with an impressive time of 39.917, with just 7 tenths covering the top 10 grid positions. Carter and Bennett made clean starts, while Pender, Cogsall and Zalstovic immediately started squabbling for 3rd. By lap 2, Zalstovic and Pender were having a close scrap, whilst Cogsall watched on in 4th. Further back, Hussey took to the grass, wedging himself snugly between the barriers of turn 1. Carter began to pull out a healthy gap on the field, while Zalstovic, Pender and Cogsall had Bennett's 2nd place in their sights. Some close battles developed through the field. Look at this 4-way battle in the mid-pack. Meanwhile, Zalstovic had found Bennett looking to make a way past for 2nd place. We've got yellows at turn 3, that's Vinod and Archer. This had neutralised the race somewhat, full course yellows. And that looks like quite a lead Carter's pulled out on the rest. Let's check the stopwatch. Over 5 seconds ahead of Bennett and Zalstovic. Bennett making sure he doesn't move ahead of that back marker, and you can bet Zalstovic will seek to capitalise at the restart. Here we go then, Zalstovic timed that perfectly and is up to 2nd. Bennett though won't take that lightly. He's kept within striking distance and looking to draft into turn 4. Nicely done. Now Zalstovic is looking to repass. Disaster! What on earth happened there? Bennett desperately trying to get going again, and Zalstovic waiting on the sidelines after colliding with him. Podium finishes slipping through both of their hands at the minute. They're getting passed by everyone, it seems. They're down to 5th and 6th. Bennett gets it started and Zalstovic is out of his cart. I expect Bennett will have a lot to say about that. Carter then coming round to take the win, and with it the championship. He's earned it again this year with some solid drives, and if I've got my maths right, this makes him an 11 times DMAX champion, if you include his heats championships and a couple of summer and winter champs. Carter will be very happy with this result and may also tie up the Heavy Heats Championship later today. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Chris, you had a fantastic qualifying round. Now, you don't usually do that well in qualifying, do you?
No, for some reason this year I just can't seem to get a quick lap on my own, but always do okay in the race. I've got quite a lot of experience around here, so if anywhere I was going to put it on pole, it's going to be here, I guess. Just for Mark Wimblett and Jim Graham, I drove that race at unabated speed, and I think I might have hurt my ribs.
Vincent, fantastic, 2nd place. Now, where did you start the race?
4th.
So that's pretty good result for you.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I locked in really with Tomek and Rob taking themselves out towards the end of the race, and inherited 2nd place from there really. I wasn't going to catch them, so I was going to settle for 4th place.
And they're lovely trophies, aren't they?
They're not too bad, yeah, they're quite heavy as well, so pleased with that.
Well done.
Thank you very much, cheers.
Stuart, what's it like to be back here? You've been away a while and now you're on the podium.
Yeah, it's been a real good day. A little bit of luck with the boys having a crash, but qualified 6th, dropped to 7th on the first corner, but worked my way back up to 5th, following Vince for virtually the whole race. And then 2nd and 3rd had a coming together, which meant me and Vince had a little bit of luck and managed to pull 3rd.
Fantastic. I can tell that you haven't raced for a while because your suit is impeccably clean compared to everyone else's.
Yeah, I've got a few suits. When it's raining, I've got another one for it. So yeah, this one's pretty clean.
Well, it looks great. Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm not arguing with you. I totally appreciate how you feel. Tomek has been given a penalty for your incident. Okay?
Tomek, what happened with you and Rob?
Well, it was quite an interesting situation. We're just chasing each other most of the race. I took an opportunity. I went on an outside of the second corner, and I hope that Rob will stay on his line, trying to defend the inside. But he started turning left, going back into the racing line, and yeah, I was beside him, he spun, and yeah, we dropped a couple of positions, and I got a penalty for jumping out of the kart, which is fair, and I think he's got penalty for hitting the cone as well. So a bit unfortunate, but I would call it a racing accident. That's all I can say.
What happened there?
So it was good qualifying session. Qualified in second. We all got away fairly cleanly. I think the top 3 of us got away cleanly. And then towards the end of the race, with about 20 laps to go, Tomek and I were having a good battle. I had a feeling that he was very close. Came down, took my normal line, and then I think Tomek just gave me a little bit of a nudge and spun me round, and I ended up going backwards into the tyre barrier. So.
Very disappointing.
Yes, yeah, it was a bit disappointing, and then just had to really overdrive for the last 10 laps just to make sure I salvaged some points.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, thank you, but just one of those things, unfortunately.